Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Coach Kitri here, and I just wanted to have a quick follow-up from my previous video regarding the driver and how to encourage an into-out swing. If you haven't seen it yet, you can click on the link above and you'll be able to check it out over there. Now, the thing about the driver is, as a little bit of a reminder, is we don't want to be having a massive, as you can imagine, a lunging massive out to in swing. We want the club to be moving more and into our path, right? Now, the problem is, however, is that, especially something that I've noticed with a lot of junior players, and this has been a curse of mine since I started playing golf over the last 20 years, is that the way we have to encourage that into our swing is different than what most people understand. Now, a problem that tends to happen to a lot of decent players, especially people who do hit the ball relatively well, is that unfortunately the movement that is created to encourage the into-out swing is activated from the hips. And on the downswing, there's something that we call early extension, where the right hip kind of lunges towards the hip. As you can see, it protrudes towards the ball, and then from there, what happens is that essentially, as you can see, my club face can be wide open, or because my right trail arm is a little bit stuck behind, I end up kind of flipping it, and which causes a major duck hook. So we have to better understand the right way of doing it into our path. Now, path is determined by the thoracic rotation and tilt of the shoulders. It should essentially be engaged using the shoulders. Now you can see my hips are, and when I do this little exercise, it can be different. I mean, it can work differently. It doesn't necessarily have to be moving with my shoulders as well, right? So my shoulders can get tilted, and as you can see, it clearly helps me get my club path into out, but it doesn't necessarily mean that my hips need to be involved. So how does it look like? Well, as you can see here, my hands can stay inside over here, even though my hips stay inside as well. My hips stay back, sorry. And then as you can see from here, this way I'm able to actually swing at the ball with an into-out path, but it doesn't become extreme, or you don't end up getting stuck behind. You know, as you can see here, my hands are going down towards my right foot without my hips having to move towards the ball. You can stay back, my weight stays towards my left heel, and it allows me to get a lot of space here, helping the club get back to the ball, being able to be, as you can see, a lot easier to square the club face. Now, a trick that I use, I realize that as I'm getting older, my hips ain't activating the way that I want it, so I actually use a movement of my left foot. Maybe something you may have seen like Jack Nicklaus or Ian Poulter, even Bryson do, which is they actually lift their left heel in the backswing. Now, why I like this movement is because it gives me a movement rather than a thought to allow my left heel to move backwards, hence helping me get my weight back in the downswing rather than staying towards my toes and early extending. As you can see from there, if I lift my left heel in the backswing, I can use one quick motion of stomping back down, and as you can see, it makes it a lot easier for me to keep my hips back rather than being way over here. I'll just hit one for you so you can have a look. Left heel up, down through. And then from there, I'm able to hit a relatively decently, pretty good straight ball, about 280 to 85 yards, not too bad. Now, you can see how I did that. I was able to engage my left foot to help me keep my hips back, especially for those people like myself who have tight hamstrings. It's a really nice little move. And honestly speaking, this is something that I've noticed that anybody of any age can use. And the main goal, the main reason why we're doing it is that we don't have the club stuck behind our hips in the backswing, which can cause a whole lot of problems like I mentioned before. But it's allowing the hips to move back while maintaining your arms and your shoulder tilt in an into-out path through impact with the driver. If you have any questions about that, you can comment below, like and follow for more swing tips. And as you can see, I'm starting to get really personal here. This is a big problem that I've had to deal with myself. That's why I know it so well. And if this is a problem that's been happening to you, please comment below and like and subscribe whenever you can. Cheers.